Hi, I'm Sean Durham, and this is my kitchen. And I'm gonna turn down that music if you hear any music. Hold on a second. I hope you're still there. Now, after a late night, had a friend come into town, and he wanted to catch up. It was a spur of the moment thing, so we caught up. But I had this going on. And this is who I am. I am a Southern man, if I may take the camera. I am a Southern guy. I traditional, old school guy. I believe in the ability to cook. Now, I don't have a wife or a girlfriend, and usually when I do get a girlfriend, I'm the one who's doing the cooking. So, my mom always told me I need to know how to be able to cook for myself. So, this is what I was working on because I was a little bit stuffed up. I'm also an actor, so I have auditions and things. You can't be stuffed up. Let me see if I can show you this here. This is what I left overnight while I went out and hung out with my friends. Let's see if we can get a good look at that. That is a homemade soup slash stew, fresh out the crock pot. And you see we have potatoes in there, freshly cut carrots, celery. I made the chicken broth and a lot of other good things in there too, tomatoes, etc. Now the chicken, you can see, is falling literally off the bone. That's what you want. And so you see right here, I've been placing this chicken on the countertop. If you can see that. Now I'll tell you how it tastes in just a second. But the answer is that it's good. This is the rest of me. Let me tell you more about me. So if I turn on the stove light here, first of all, you see the kitchen is a mess. Okay, make sure you can see whatever. This start right here from the crock pot. It's an old timey blender. I think that's like the first blender, if I'm not correct. Jack Tripper from Three's Company and his roommates probably used that blender right there. This is a KitchenAid mixer. I do use the mixer. I ain't using it for you now because it's like 3 in the damn morning. This skillet has been with me since my days as a student at the University of Georgia. Now, how long has this skillet been with me? Put it this way. I'm 38. And this is indicative of who I am. This is your homemade fryer. Now, it's a Dutch oven, granted, but look in there and you see the residue from all the times I fried buffalo wings, chicken, and things like that. I don't fry fish in that. I use the actual skillet to fry fish, but this proves that I'm a Georgia boy right there. This proves that I'm a bachelor. And I'm sorry for the shakiness. I decided to use my laptop for this. So this is how I remind things. And for today's menu, it's not the menu. It's just what I have to do. So I have an audition coming up. I wrote a book, so I have a book fair that I got to attend to. And I also have a whiskey club next week. And that's a Macallan's tasting. That's going to be really awesome. Uh, why do I love food? Why do I love food? Because food sparks conversation. Food introduces you to cultures. Let me turn this off because that seems to be hot. Food introduces you to cultures. It gets you in the door to have the conversation that you normally wouldn't have. If you don't have food to make people at ease, to get people into the fabric of your society, you have conflict. People break bread. That's where they get breaking bread from. It's a peaceful thing. It's a harmonizing thing. It's a human thing to eat and share a meal and to also transform something into something else. Because of my mom and my dad, my southern roots, I know how to make this. I'm a bachelor. I love food, be it fried, sauteed, pan-seared, or what have you. I'll show you some pictures of some things I cooked, but you don't want me to be a cook. You want me to be what I am. I'm fun. I'm smart. I think I'm young. And I don't care. It's important to be able to have someone with that type of personality. I don't know what type of show you're looking for, but hold on a second. Let me get some things. And hang on with me. I know it's a little long. But this is me. This is the title of the book that I wrote. And this is me. Now, how many times are you going to have a back-to-back photo with one of the world's richest men? Yeah, that's Warren Buffett. Suckers. Unfortunately, this is also me. At a wedding party, let's see if we can get that without reflection. In a wedding party where the garter belt is on my head, I caught it and I wore it on my head, and the groom is laughing at me hilariously. It was a good wedding. This is certainly me. This, the picture of, let's see if we can get this in here. That's my parents. The two central figures, the fella in the dark with the fro and the woman standing up at their barber shop, which begat the soul food restaurant where I learned how to cook and do most of my cooking. This is me. I love tennis. I had no business being with Serena Williams. Look, she signed that for me. Isn't that awesome? Now, between you and me, I snuck in there. I really did. But look at where my hand is. Can't tell? It's on one of her more popular assets. We got familiar. Beyond all that, though, I am just a guy who loves to eat, who keeps stupid late hours, and who loves to cook. Let's taste this. Oh man. Oh man. You get some of these bad boys here. This right here, no more cold because the enzymes are in the chicken broth. The chicken and the meat is falling off the bone. And carrots and tomatoes marry together to give you that home cooked, home style taste. It's so good. And you know those bones that we're taking off. Well, the meat is just falling, literally, right off the bone. See that? Bits of meat and, to quote a guy I grew up with, Mr. Food, ooh, it's so good. Man, I'm going to say something like this is swinging. This is good eating. Too bad you can't have any. But I'm going to keep letting that stew because it's a crock pot soup. The longer it's in that crock pot, the better it's going to taste. And if you're wondering about the color, yeah, I added some cornstarch to it just to give it a nice official look. But before we go, one more thing. I'm going to end my day the way I started my night, and I was out with some drinks with the buddy. So I'm gonna make a milkshake. Add a few things to it. ice cream. A little bit of milk. A little bit of one of these ripe bananas that I was ripening up for a banana pudding I was gonna make, hopefully to impress a girl. Add that banana in there, just a little bit of potassium in there. A little bit of chocolate syrup. Oh yeah, I lied. A lot of chocolate syrup. Oh yeah. For the Halloween kids, some Kit Kats. One more thing. If you're gonna end the night with a little bourbon. We love bourbon. That's right, just pour it all up in there. Blend it up. Use one of these mason jars. Oh, that looks good. Oh my God, that looks good. Oh yeah. And you get those bits of Kit Kat coming in there. Normally you get fancy. Add some whipped cream on it, some cinnamon shavings or some crap like that. But no, this is good. All of this is who I am. And more. Smart. I'm funny. Look good in a suit. I can cook a little bit. But what you want is curiosity. To ask the questions and to take the viewer where they haven't been. Because they can't ask those questions. I can. This is awesome. Thank you for the opportunity. Hope to hear from more of you soon. Oh my God. This is a nightcap.